Alright, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So this video is going to be about branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs. When I made my video about creatine, I got a lot of questions about branched chain amino acids and whether or not I think they're necessary. So first and foremost, the brand of branched chain amino acid that I take is BPI Sports. The only reason I take this brand is because they sponsor me. They send me this brand for free. So that's why I take these BCAAs. So let's get that out of the way first and foremost. So the main question that needs to be answered about BCAAs is whether or not it's necessary to take an additional BCAA supplement to the BCAAs that you're getting naturally from your foods, from your protein shakes, etc., etc. So when you eat a food that's high in protein, like a dairy product or a red meat, you're already typically getting in enough BCAAs from that product to synthesize the protein that you're getting from that product. So if you're taking a whey protein shake is a dairy product. When you drink that protein shake, you need to synthesize the protein that you're getting from that protein shake. And typically, you're getting enough BCAAs from that shake to synthesize the protein that you're getting from that shake. So in a typical circumstance, you're already getting enough BCAAs. So the answer to that question would be no. You would not need to take an additional BCAA supplement. You'd probably just piss out the rest of the BCAAs that you didn't use. So the real application that has been found for BCAAs are the studies done where the person is in a catabolic state and they're in an extreme caloric deficit. So this is when a person's cutting or dieting or in a contest prep phase of their lifting. So when a person's in a catabolic state, this is where the BCAAs are found to be useful and effective. So when the person is having trouble retaining muscle, having trouble synthesizing the protein, and having trouble recovering after their workouts. These are pretty much the only studies that I've seen that have been showing BCAAs to be, kind of a boost or kind of a help. So in those studies, they have been shown to be effective. If you're in a catabolic state and you're dieting, they have been shown to help retain a little bit of muscle mass, help retain a little bit of, help speed up that protein synthesis process so you don't lose muscle while you're in that catabolic state. So that's the only real application that I've seen for BCAAs where they're effective. Do I take BCAAs year-round? Yes, but that's because I get them for free. Would I recommend you spend your money on BCAAs year-round if you don't need to? Absolutely not. If you're in a catabolic state, you're dieting, contest prep, I would recommend that you take some BCAAs to try to maintain the maximum amount of muscle while you're cutting, because that's what the research has shown, that this will help with that to some degree. So any small percentage of help that you can get to prevent losing muscle, I would say you take that chance, spend the $20 on the BCAAs, and just take that chance that they might help you. There's plenty of conflicting studies that show they don't do anything, that show they do something, but I think there's enough that have shown that they do something for them to be worth the $20 a month that you might save some muscle. So I think for $20, if you're cutting for a couple months, you might spend $40 so you could maintain the BCAA supplement for the entirety of your cut. So $20, $40, whatever, while you're cutting, I think it's worth spending that extra money to save any small percentage of muscle that you could possibly save while you're on that cut and while you're in that catabolic state. Would I recommend you take BCAAs year-round? Not necessarily. I don't really see the benefit. So that's basically my truth about BCAAs. I think you really only need to take them while you're cutting, because for the most part, you're typically going to get enough from your foods to synthesize the protein that you're taking in for the day. So that's pretty much what I think about them. Should you take them for an intra workout? If you want to. For me, like I said, I get them for free, so I do take them year round, just because if there is any kind of added benefit, I might as well get that benefit because I'm getting it for free. Would I recommend you spending the money on it? No. What supplements would I really recommend you spend your money on? Protein and creatine. Those are the two staples that I think you should spend your money on year round. Whether you're bulking or cutting, protein and creatine, those are going to be the two staples of your prep, of your bulk, of your cut, whatever. Those are the two bodybuilding staples that I think you can't live without. Do I think BCAAs are a staple that you can't live without? Absolutely not. So I'm going to go ahead and dispel that myth right away. Because a lot of companies would have you believe that BCAAs are absolutely essential. This is something you have to have with your protein and your creatine. I disagree with that. I think it's an additional thing that may or may not be helpful. Probably is a little bit helpful. Is it worth the money year-round? No. So that's my opinion on BCAAs, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, if you learned something, please like the video. Please subscribe. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.